Oh my gosh. This is the most freaking juicy story time that I have for you guys. If you guys don't remember, I once did a date time horror, like the worst first date I've gone on. This one tops that, and we just have to do a story time because my blood is boiling. And I contemplated whether or not I should actually like do the story time, post it. Obviously, I'm not gonna say people's names in it because that would just be very, very mean, not very nice. So we're changing the names in this and everything, but oh, this is juicy. This is why I hate men. So let's get crack-a-lacking and go straight into this. But first, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for staying tuned into my little horror story of a life. My unfortunate events bring joy to you and entertainment, so may as well tell you guys what happened. But yeah, at least give this video a like for my unfortunate events. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on all video notifications so you can see when I post, because a lot of times people aren't seeing when I post. So make sure you manually like turn on notifications for videos. Keyword videos, not shorts. You guys know how I feel about that. Let's just jump right into it. So I'm not gonna be lonely forever, and so I've set my mind to that. But one thing I will not do is, for some reason, I don't have any dating apps. So like when I meet people, it's like either friends of friends, or it's people that I know from like college or like my hometown, or that I just meet by, you know, being outgoing. I have nothing against dating apps or anything. I just kind of scares me, like catfish. No thank you. Tinder swindler, not happening to me. No thank you. So yeah, I just haven't done that. Like, should I try it? Should I try it? Like, have you guys have good or bad experience with dating apps? Comment that down below, because I'm genuinely curious. I've just never felt a need to get one, but who knows? Maybe I can get Bumble for friends. But okay, let's just get into this very juicy story, because this is about someone that I knew from college. Did not go to my college, but he went to another college like very close by. Some things should just be red flags, and I just see red as green. I'm colorblind apparently, but this is someone I was not even close to in college. It was like a friend of a friend type of thing. Let's say his name is Lewis. Louis boy, Lewis. I haven't talked to this man since I lived in Springfield, which that was over a year ago, because it's literally coming up on a year since I graduated, and then I moved up here in August, but I haven't seen him since I graduated college, because I think the last time I saw this person was like at a day outing or something like that. But I randomly get a funny Snapchat from him of like my friend group, and so I'm like, oh, haha, I respond, whatever, not thinking much of it. The next day I get like another text saying, oh, I forgot to tell you, I moved up to Kansas City, like we should definitely go to dinner sometime and just hang out. Like, I don't know a lot of people. So me being me, I'm an extremely friendly person and I can't say no. I'm also a people pleaser, which I need to learn how to get out of that, because for obvious reasons, the story, just wait, just gets even juicier, because I don't like hurting people's feelings and I don't like stepping on people's feet. I need to learn to say no is just the thing if I'm too busy. So I move around all my schedule and I make time to go to dinner with this guy. I'm just thinking, whatever, as friends, not that big of a deal. It's fine. He doesn't know people. Like, I want to be nice, introduce him to the city. Think nothing more of it than that. Well, as this is happening, I didn't know he was telling all his friends, oh my gosh, I'm going on a date with Gabrielle, this and that, telling all my friends from back home, which is like a part of his like really close friend group, which I know a few of them, not super close, whatever. Keep this in mind while I'm telling the story. So the day comes around, I'm so extremely stressed. Like, I had appointments all day long, I had calls, I had stuff I need to do, but I made sure to be on time for this dinner, whatever. And so I get there, everything's fine, whatever. He's running a few minutes late, don't really care. Like, I understand there's traffic, it's rush hour. And so he was like, oh my gosh, I just got so lost with like unpacking. I'm gonna be there really soon. So I'm literally sitting in this booth at this dinner restaurant by myself on my phone. I'm like, yeah, can I get a glass of wine, please? It's so weird that I can order wine now, by the way, guys. Like, you go into a restaurant after you're either 21, I don't know why. I'm 22 now, so this is weird. This is like a new occurrence to me, but I still feel fancy ordering wine. And I'm like, check my ID, please. They still think it's fake, but I'm like, no, check it. But anyway, so I get a glass of wine, no big deal. I'm chilling. I'm very laid back and easygoing. We have dinner. We're at like not a really crazy nice restaurant. I'd just say like a normal steakhouse, but it's not like a fancy one. It's not like the ones where the waiters come up with like the little aprons on, like, you know, the little ties. No, it was just like a normal place, like the equivalent of Texas Roadhouse, but of like, it was like Texas Roadhouse, whatever. He gets here, whatever, small talk, like everything's going fine. We're catching up. We're talking about our mutual friends. friends. Everything is fine and dandy. And then he just starts asking me all these questions about like, oh, so how's like all the social media stuff going? Starts like grilling me on that, which whatever. I'm very used to people like wanting to know what I do, how traveling is. They want me to tell them stories about like people that I've met, like funny circumstances, whatever. Fine. I can talk all day. You guys know I can literally talk to a freaking brick wall. So that's fine. So we're talking. He's asking me all these questions and I'm answering them, thinking nothing of it. Thinking, oh, he's just like interested, wants to make small talk. Okay, cool. I ask him about his job, whatever. I'm asking like, oh, is he happy? Like, does he like Kansas City? Like extremely small talk, like nothing much into it. I ordered my food. This is important to remember. I ordered a steak because I wanted steak. Like I had chicken the night before. Like I didn't want to get chicken again, and I didn't want seafood either. So I got a steak, you know, food. Like what was I supposed to order? A salad? Apparently. And then he just kind of looks at me when I say I want a steak, and I'm like, yeah, I want it medium rare. And he looks at me and I'm like, what? Do you like your steak cooked all the way through? And he just like is looking at me funny, and I made a joke about that. And he orders his food. I think he got pasta or something, whatever. And then we continue the small talk. I ignore the weird look whenever I ordered the steak. We ate our food, whatever. We're probably there like around an hour, chilling, talking. Not the best time in the world, not the worst. Like I've had worse times. The worst time comes after the fact. So then it comes time for the bill. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm thinking of free food, whatever. And then he starts like patting around, like the frantic pat, and I'm like, is everything good? And I could just tell he didn't have his wallet with him, or he was making it seem like he didn't have his wallet with him. I'm like, it's fine, I have my card, put down my card, I pay for the dinner, whatever. Not that big of a deal. It's a welcome to the city type of thing, like not that deep. Then I go home, whatever. He goes to his apartment. I don't know what the heck he does. I text him like, oh, had fun talking, like so glad I could introduce you to the city. Didn't think much of it. He kept apologizing for not bringing his wallet, like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah, like that's so embarrassing, like can I bring you, do you want to go get drinks like this weekend so I could pay you back for dinner? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll bring some of my friends with me. And he's like, okay, cool, like I don't know many people, that'll be great. So I bring two of my best friends with me and don't think much of it, whatever. We meet at this really cool rooftop bar and we're having drinks, like nothing crazy. Again, small talk. We're talking about like, oh, cool places to go, cool places to see, whatever. It winds up, we're there probably like an hour and a half talking, like my two friends and him. And then the waiter comes over, gives us the bill, and he puts on his card. I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. Next thing I know, the waiter comes up and is like, we still need a card. And I'm like thinking in my head, like, huh? What? Like he put down his card. But then me being me, I don't like any issues. I don't like saying anything. I don't like embarrassing people. So I just don't think anything of it and put down my card again. And that's where I guess I made the mistake. Because then my friends look at me like, didn't he want to like bring everyone out for drinks? Like he knew that my two friends were coming. It wasn't that big of a deal. They each had one drink and I had one drink. Like it's not like we were drinking 1942 and doing shots all hour. No, there's maybe 4 drinks that were bought. Honestly, I would never want anyone to feel embarrassed about anything. So I put down my card, get home, and I don't get any text from him, whatever. I'm like, oh, he's probably embarrassed. So then I wait till the next day, don't really say anything, and then I guess he went home that weekend to go like finish packing up some stuff that he left on his old apartment, which I know one of his roommates. They get extremely intoxicated. Somehow I got brought up on the subject. And like, I'm not close with his roommate, but like we're mutual friends. And so when I say that they probably should have stopped drinking sooner, but my phone starts blowing up with Snapchat videos. This man had the audacity to tell his friends that he couldn't believe that I ordered a steak at dinner and expected him to pay for it. So we had to fake that he didn't have his card with him because he didn't want to pay for a girl's steak when she's supposed to get a salad. And he went on a rant saying how girls are supposed to be so polite, blah, 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 this and that. Keep in mind, he was slurring his words, whatever, but like, I'm not the type of person to put up with that. And it goes on. He goes goes on to say, I'm getting all these Snapchat texts and videos from his friends, like wanting more information on Gabrielle, blah, blah, all this stuff. Guys, this is why I legitimately don't trust guys. This is why I have my guard up so high whenever I meet new people, anyone that I'm possibly interested in. Like, I was legit, I didn't think this was a date, but apparently his friends were also telling me that he was telling all of them, like, oh, we've been going out on dates, all this and that, when I legitimately was just trying to introduce him to the city, introduce him to people that I thought he could hang out with, because I care for people and I don't want them to ever feel lonely. Like, what? Then he started talking about the second time we all hung out. Oh, she had the audacity to bring her friends when I told her that I'd buy her a drink. I was talking about her, not her friends. If that was an issue, split the bill or like tell me so then I could pay for my friends. Like, it's not that deep. And then it just makes me so mad. So I confronted him. I texted him, which I actually have the screenshots. Let me grab my phone because it's plugged in. Like, am I in the wrong, guys? Like, this just made me feel, one, really uncomfortable that he was telling all his friends, like, oh, I went on a date with Gabrielle Moses, this and that. Like, she was so not ladylike. She ordered a steak. Like, I just find it rude. If you ask someone to go out to dinner with them, one, why would you get upset about a steak? Like, I understand if you're like not into eating animals and stuff, fine. But don't judge me for something that I want to do or eat. And don't fake that you don't have your card with you. If money's an issue, that is okay. Just say that to me. I'd never want anyone to feel awkward in any sort of situation. I understand all of that. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I understand coming from college and starting a new job and paying for a new apartment. I understand that that is a lot. But don't put me in a situation where I didn't even know you were talking behind my back to other people that I kind of know too, and spreading rumors about me about how I'm sorry. It really hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. And so I texted him, listen, I'm not the type to let someone talk extremely disrespectfully behind my back and continue to be associated with them. You can lose my number and I'll lose yours. Yes, what I said may have been like slightly harsh, but if his friends are literally gonna tell me what he said and also send Snapchat videos, one, they're not your friends. I don't know why in their drunken state of mind they would even do that. Like, what? They want to make me feel even worse about myself? He responds, IDK, what you're talking about. And I go, your friends were snapping me the other night when you were all drinking together. It was literally videos of you. Shoot, he was caught. He was caught. He goes, I can explain. We were all just having a good time. It wasn't meant to be recorded. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you or even offend you. It was guys' night. Can we please hang and talk about this in person? My response, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go buy, oh, oops, typo. Nah, I'm good. I was gonna butt my own steak for dinner. I meant buy my own steak for dinner. Oh, that's embarrassing. I can't even type right. He goes, Gabrielle, I'm sorry. What else do you want me to say? I'm always going to regret this. Please just give me another chance. I could have been nicer, but like at some point in times you just have to stand up for yourself, guys. Like, I don't care the circumstance if you let people walk all over you all the time. And what sucks about this entire situation, I was just trying to be nice and introduce him to people. I've just never felt so uncomfortable about someone like talking about my back in my college town / my hometown. Like, did you not think someone would tell me? You also were lying to all your friends and saying we were going on dates? This is why I have issues finding people who's good for me. But old Gabrielle would let people walk all over her. 22-year-old Gabrielle has learned her own worth. So guys, that's another dating horror story with Gabrielle Moses. Maybe I just shouldn't continue trying to go on dates with people or even hanging out with people, because apparently trying to be friends and being nice to someone is also a date. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. I hope my terrible experience maybe brought you joy or entertainment. I don't know. Leave what you guys think about this entire situation down below, because I'm genuinely curious about this entire thing, because like, I'm just mind blown. I'm like baffled at this point. So, and my feelings are hurt. Thanks, little Lewis.